my friends finally broke me.
What did they do?
They convinced me to buy Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh gosh.
Because the Wizards of the Coast owns Magic the Gathering and Dungeons & Dragons, and so they've recently done a Dungeons & Dragons crossover. So it's all these cards that are like legendary D&D items, or they're heroes in the D&D novels, or...
That's cool.
Yep.
And so I bought a commander set, a white and green deck. My commander's name is Gala, Kindler of Hope. She's an elf knight. She's like a paladin in some expansion book in like 3.5 or something. I want to find there's a Drizzt card. You know who Drizzt is?
Drizzt, yeah.
Drizzt, yeah.
The Dark Elf.
I finished the first book, Homeland, about him, and I cried. I cried for like an hour. It was so good.
Damn.
I finished it in like less than 18 hours.
Holy shit.
And it's the first book I've read in like 2 years, and literally I finished it and was sobbing. Yeah, I'm reading through my grandma works at a thrift store sometimes, and so whenever she finds a book she thinks I'd like, she buys it for me. So I have like almost all Stephen King's work and most of all the D&D novels ever written.
Nice.
It's a shame that Stephen King was so insane for a little bit.
It was all a coke.
Yeah, it was a lot. Like, he probably put a dealer's kids through college.
Jeez.
He forgets writing some books. Like, entire books he forgets.
Really? Like they ask you about something, he's like, I don't know, that was the Coke years?
No, there was one where someone asked, like, did you even write this? And he had a legitimate thing. He wasn't sure if he wrote it.
Oh my god.
And someone asked, like, hey, didn't you write this? Like, I have no memory of it. My name's on it. I don't remember writing it.
Wow.
Like, goals.
I mean, you are planning to be a lawyer, so you're already on the right track.
Hey, shut up.
Come on, it's well known that lawyers have drug problems.
Was Stephen King gonna be a lawyer?
No, but lawyers are prolific. It's an issue in the law community is a lot because there's a push to get 2,000 billable hours. Typically, it's 2 to 3 working hours for every billable hour.
Yeah.
Per year. So there's a lot of overworking, which leads to over-partying or just dealing with the stress in the worst ways.
And you also happen to know criminals, so...
Yeah, there was an issue of that's happened before. It's like, hey, listen, $1,000 off the retainer if you give me $200 of XYZ drug. And it's like, ooh, don't do that.
Oh boy.
That's frowned upon.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Is it really, though? No, I'm just kidding.
Said the Fed.
Said
I'm
the
not a
Fed.
fucking Fed. You're the one trying to be a fucking Fed. Fuck the Feds. Fucking
I
FEMA can kiss my ass.
wait to work for FEMA. I'm going to work for FEMA.
FEMA can kiss my ass. You'll become my mortal enemy.
My mortal enemy.
I'm not already.
No.
What have I been doing for the past, 3 years? Jesus, I gotta try harder.
You're failing your mission, Matt.
I am. God, I'm sorry.
You should be.
So anyway, all I remember from last time is I got a potion of mind reading and a lot of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Both will be used on Ash.
When I fucked a dryad.
That was 3 sessions ago.
No, I fucked a dryad.
You made love to Birch.
Birch and I did have a good time, I will admit that.
I found out I could sit on my Echo's shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I found out that the queen's not gonna kill me.
Yep.
Yet.
And I think when we left off, I haven't edited last time's episode. I've been slacking.
We are also bad note takers.
I know. Well, I always take notes with the recording, so
Right.
you know.
Well, what are you
then-
trying to remember? We went back. I made a threat to Vic because he was being mean to Henry. Then I said that for being a new best friend, he's a really crappy best friend to my other best friends. Because he was being a dick to Henry, saying don't trust anyone, not even me. Because he's a dick.
I mean,
He also said even if he dies, to let him die, don't bring him back. So I'm gonna honor that.
Yeah. Let me see.
Wanna know why?
What? Why?
It's because he's a dick.
Okay. So, I don't remember exactly where we left off last time, but I think y'all were leaving the castle or had, like, just left. We think you went to the tavern. That's right. The Blue
That's right,
Lily.
and I went to a different tavern.
Yeah, and you went to Emerson's Field, and...
Oh, right. I got the hipster drink.
Yes.
Holy for that.
Mm-hmm. And,
Deserved.
and then I think we left off there. The king gave you a few days to get whatever you need in town. They're gonna have a going away party. You're invited. That's where you'll be introduced to the other guards that are coming with and stuff like that. But he said have fun in the city before the travel starts.
Yeet.
So is there anything super cool anybody wants to do? We can start in the night or the morning. What do you guys want?
Well, I mean, I need to make sure that my buddy is ready for his, like... If I can't give him a full bachelor party, I at least gotta buy him, like, some sort of stag gift.
Oh, Dennis. Yeah,
What?
Dennis is getting married to, oh, what's her fucking name? Margaret? Yeah.
I don't know.
Margaret Gorefield.
We really shouldn't let him just free roam. Aren't you in charge of him, Pale? Can't you go to prison?
Yeah, and guess what? Now, the blood of Vecna will be able to come bust us out if we ever get locked up again. Come on. You think I'm scared? I have Vecna, Merkul, and possibly Tyr on my side. Honestly, Tyr's the least likely to help me out at this point.
That's well deserved, and you know it.
Oh, it's absolutely well deserved. I've walked into that it's fully my fault, but I accept it. If not, embrace it. Love you, Tyr. Don't leave.
He doesn't respond.
Yeah, that's unsurprising. Hurtful, but unsurprising. But yeah, so I want to go and try and find... Ooh. Is there like an equivalent of like the Kama Sutra?
I don't know what that is.
Here, Charlie, can you explain?
Sex positions. From India. It's old and ancient.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
The Book of Sex Positions.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the two of them are in the books, so I'm going to get them a real page turner.
Oh
They don't
boy.
even have to lick their finger. They don't even have to lick their finger to turn the page.
Oh my god. Such a thing does exist. You know why? Because Serial in the first campaign actually wrote one.
Oh my god.
You know, the original Vivianite, who's the champion of Vivian still.
Yes. Horny
she-
continuity.
That book does exist.
We out here with the horny continuity.
I don't know where you're gonna find it. Thundersgrem. You have to look around pretty hard, but you know.
You know what else is pretty hard? Dennis, while reading that book.
Oh my god. I was
I'm
looking.
going to turn
I
over
knew what
the
you were
sip.
gonna say. I was just gonna
It's-
let you say it.
It's not actually that scintillating. I don't know if you've ever read it. Pale Talon.
I read it all the time. Shut up, yo.
You, as a Vivianite,
Carolina.
yeah,
Carolina.
fuck, what was that? As a Vivianite, Carolina, you would know of such a book. It's widely published. I'm trying to think of a name for it right now. I guess it'd be called, like, Vivian Wants You to Enjoy Life, and it's a lot of how to enjoy life in a more
Vivianite yoga.
sentient way. Yeah. It talks a lot about drugs and meditation, as well as, like, you know, sex.
I was wondering what else I was going to talk
Ways,
about.
ways to sow your royal oats.
I imagine that Alabal Lorafril would also have one of those books. Since he's the
That
god
one
of
also involves
hedonism.
pranks.
It's hedonism and
I mean,
Oh, that's in the back of the book.
I think Abel Lorafir would have, like, been leaning over Vivian's shoulder as she was giving that prophecy, But, you know.
Oh, no, tell him to... hey, Viv, trust me. Tell him to do this. Come on, it'll be hilarious. Tell them to give him a wet willy right in the middle.
Probably.
Viv, trust me.
Yeah. And she's all like in phoenix form looking at this dumbass elf, like, dude. Like,
One more time, I'm gonna peck your eyes out again. I know they grow back.
you know how I've decided how Abel Lorifiril ended? Like the main legend about him. I guess
What's that?
it's that he was immortal and played pranks on all the gods, and he even played a prank. Played a prank on Pelor one time by he caused an eclipse on like one of Pelor's holy days. So all of Pelor's
shit.
people like freaked the fuck out, like, oh my god, Pelor's mad at us, we're gonna die.
This little bastard out here giggling.
And so he just does that. And in fact, and when Pelor finds out it's him, he's gonna kill him. But then one of the other gods is like, they were all amused by it because Pelor's an asshole and he deserved it. And so they made him into a god so Pelor couldn't kill him.
I love it.
Yes,
It
good.
sounds exactly like something that Leo's god would do.
And he's
And
like,
not
how?
something Leo would do, right?
No. Leo just cast magic on the queen and then befriended her husband so she wouldn't kill me. Sounds a lot like some shit Leo would do.
I wouldn't call that a prank so much as a luckily repaired mistake.
A capital offense.
I didn't know. I was gone.
Uh-huh.
Not my fault.
So, I'm gonna try and find sex books.
Okay. There's a library in Thundersgrem Castle. There's a smaller library geared toward like more children in Big Town, and all the schools have a semi-public library. Like, it's public when school's out. People would go in there and see the books. But
I'm gonna go. Is there a temple? No, there aren't any temples. We're in. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try and check.
you could ask Carolina about something she might know is here.
No, way too awkward. Not
Okay.
doing it.
Okay.
Not asking Carolina. Carolina isn't a sexual being. She's a ghost person.
Okay.
It's simple science. Ghosts don't reproduce.
I'll tell Darian then, because Carolina might find this useful later. There's a small hidden shrine to Vivian in Thundersgrem that no one else in Thundersgrem knows about except for Serial, who is the current champion at Vivian. She built it here because she was with the party that banished Vecna, you know, Vic and August and Yoda and Mungor, and so she used it as a. There's a spell called like something of returning, where like if you build a small temple in a place and like tie yourself to that place, you can like cast a spell and like teleport to that place that you've already set up. So she set up one of those. Yeah.
Tie yourself to it. Isn't that more Ilmater?
Shut up. And so
That's my little sister.
it's near what's called the Lake of Soon, which is only accessible by those who are in love.
And looking to hide, right? That's
And looking-
like we just passed.
Yeah, and looking to hide. And so Soon let Serial build this small shrine to Vivian there, because Vivian's also a person who enjoys love.
See, I'm going to start by checking. Is there like a high school?
Yeah, there's a couple in Smallville and Big Town. The ones in Big Town are obviously new.
I'm going to try and look through there because everyone remembers those super awkward, like, health and development classes. So, try and check there because it feels like at least there'd be, like, awkward charts and things, which at least Danny would have a good time with that.
You really think Dennis, the 50-year-old necromancer, has never gotten it on with anybody?
I don't think he's gotten it on well. Yeah, he's a necromancer. Of course he's boned.
Ugh!
Boo!
Zing!
You could be a necromancer without being a necrophiliac.
No,
No, but I mean,
because these
think of his
brains
body
are
count.
bones of the dead.
Think of his body count.
Oh my god.
He never actually killed anybody until the revolution.
Oh.
Well,
He just dug up.
damn.
He dug up people who were already dead, and he used the corpses. And then when he was done, he put them back.
Forgot the Burke inherited.
No, it's the only crime he committed was grave robbing and practicing without a license.
And love.
And love.
Then again, not the kind of love that someone tried to do to Jasmine. That's a bad love.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so Pale's just gonna go off looking for the book.
Okay. You're gonna go off looking for the Vivianite book, or just any book that contains that kind of content?
Any kind of book that has that content. Hopefully not, lewd and
Lascivious?
Thank you. Mostly educational.
Okay.
But if not, then
Just get a book on anatomy and bookmark the mark where it's like, do you remember Mr. Goodbody?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Honestly, the more awkward, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Just so it'll be funnier.
You would easily be able to find a book about anatomy. And as you walk through the city, people stop and stare. Like, they've probably never seen a Genasi before. That's because most of them haven't even seen, like, a high elf before.
Well, yeah, because drugs are bad.
Well, no,
They could see a high half elf if they
Swear
gave
to
me some
God.
time.
And, like, even Drower knew, because the city where Vecna was banished, Darktoe, was, like, totally destroyed, so some people went to Thundersgrem.
I'm just gonna also, as I walk, occasionally change the color of my hair. Just for fun.
People look and stare at you. Some are like, ugh, magic using adventures. Other ones are like, that is the most interesting thing I've seen all week. And
Don't worry, the curtains match the drapes.
the curtains match the dream.
Yep.
Okay. So you walk down the street to the school. And school's just getting out. You see little human children, half-orc children, and then half-giant children who are taller than the teacher, but they still look like 6-year-olds in the face.
Aw, it's adorable. It's like, it's adorable.
Yeah. Soccer's really popular here because if they play basketball, there'd be like way huge disadvantages.
Well, I mean,
see how that
does
would
the
come
goalie have to be a certain race? I feel like that's an unfair advantage.
That would be. You know what? I think in a pickup game they pick who the goalie is, like based on whoever's the closest in height. And
Yeah.
like, I don't care if he's the star kicker.
May I suggest curling as the national sport of Thundersgrem?
No.
There's a lot of ice, yeah. Huh.
Oh, God, don't you dare start a curling league here.
It's
Oh, I will start a fucking curling league here.
I mean, it is an Olympic sport.
It's a damn good one.
Can I put out a hit on Leo?
it depends on who you ask.
The
How much
king?
money you have?
The king?
I mean, Lord Yageren has a vast network of spies and rogues he employs.
Good. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in like, hi, I'm an adventurer and a wandering educator. I'm a cleric of Tyr, and I helped out a family at one point. They now live out in the wild with some other beings. I want to make sure that the children have a good education. They're getting up in age, and I want to have a book on reproductive education if you have.
Oh, the school teacher who's like erasing the board as you come in, like the chalkboard. It's like just a half-orc woman, kind of dark green skin. She's wearing like a long, boring skirt and a kind of a gray blouse too. Says, I mean, typically we don't. Are they outside of the city?
Yes, they're kind of my ward back out of the ways. I'm going to be going back there soon. Just kind of want to make sure that they can stay educated, smart like me.
Well, it's actually kind of convenient. We have, we just studied anatomy for the year, and so we got a few extra copies of the same books.
By gum.
And I am allowed to sell things we have extras of, so...
Perfect. So how much would it be for the book?
Oh, just, 3 silver, probably?
Perfect, absolutely. I take out 4, and I say, here, for an extra silver, would you be able to, bookmark the reproductive health section? I would explain, but it's hard to explain.
Are you able to read, sir?
So I'm a cleric of Tyr.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you couldn't...
It's more of justice and roaming and...
So you wouldn't be able to. You make an insight check, Pale.
It's not lying, it's... Son of a gun. Oh, that's a 7. Still not great, but...
I'm gonna say that you can kind of tell that she thinks that you're asking for the books because you're curious, not because you're gonna teach somebody else. Because you know that Thundersgremians have a very skewed view on adventurers and especially religious people. Mm-hmm. She thinks that, like, it's very strict, like, you apparently don't know anything about sex at all, and so she's thinking that, she's like, oh boy, like, you poor thing.
Who would think that about Pale Talon? I'm just gonna say, yeah, cause my,
You don't have to explain if you don't want to.
I mean, if you could kind of... I swear it's a gift, but if you could kind of help me go through it...
Sure. She sits you down across from her at the desk. She's, like, still in teacher mode. And, says, I have a question. What do you do when you adventure? Like, what do you mainly do?
Save people, stop monsters, spread the word of Tyr, try and convert people away from bad things. I was able to bring, I swear upon my holy everything, that even Stephen Puyo, I brought him face to face with the light of Pelor.
Wow. I mean, I don't know who Stephen Puyo is, but...
He's a large, beautiful, he's a Merculian.
Mercul, like the apocalypse god?
Yeah.
And you...
Face to face with Glamora Lucerne, all because of me.
She's gonna ask you for the whole story. If you...
And I'm just gonna look at her and say, listen, here is 8 silver. I'm gonna take the book, and I'm staying at the insert tavern name here because I forget. Mm-hmm. Come help me out with it later.
Just, I just wanted to ask. I always like, every now and then it's like a show and tell. We have somebody come through, usually one of Mr. Yageren's hired folks, to talk about the outside world to our kids.
Well, as long as I survive the next few encounters come around, give me a holler.
Sure.
Oh, and do you guys have you know what? I'm just gonna leave it there. I want to hold on to that thing till later.
You can go ahead and ask. I don't have.
Oh no, it's like a dumb thing that I'm saving for another reveal later for something stupid.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna say, yeah. So I mean, if you want to talk more, hear more about the travels, I'm staying at insert tavern name here.
The Blue Lily.
Yeah, staying at the insert Blue Lily here.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna kind of give her a little head nod, walk out, and realize how absolutely awkward it was, but it's the best Pale's done in a while.
She shouts out, "My name's Erica."
Bye, Erica. Nice to meet you. Jesus Christ. Charlotte, you want to say that one out loud?
No. Not particularly.
You should. I should. Oh boy, she's green. It'd be it'd be Yageren,
I
Lily.
ship it. I think that you and Erica are meant for each other. But Leo doesn't know. And Leo was already planning something for Pale, so we'll see how that
Oh,
goes.
is Leo gonna also kill that person with a necklace?
No. She didn't betray me.
Yet.
This teacher just wants a unique guy to come to the show and tell to her class. She just happens to be a nice lady.
Yeah, I'm sure she wants a show and tell.
Hey, Pale. Does it burn when you pee? Is there
No,
steam?
because I don't hang out with random dryads.
Whatever. You were trying to hit that too. You're just jealous, bitch.
Shut up! I do the love making all the time. God. All right. So yeah, I just was doing that.
Okay.
Gonna head back after finding it and just go give that to Denny.
Okay, Dennis and you go back up to the lab or whatever, or I'll get
Yeah, I have it wrapped up, and I tell him, listen, this is a special book I found for you. It's a rare novel. It's a gift for your wedding. Please, I have no way to know whether you will or won't do it, but please, only open this on your wedding night. I will likely be gone by then, but please do that, and I hope it's a good read for you, bud.
Wait, gone?
Yeah, we're going on a little trip.
Oh, you mean to Golgari and back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant I'm going to the celestial plane, never to be seen again. I never know with you guys.
I mean, highly possible, but if that does happen, I'll probably pop back. I feel like I'm not, I'll probably haunt you a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Just make me ghost popcorn.
If you go somewhere crazy, invite me.
Will do.
I'm gonna be. He takes off his gloves and sets the book on top of them and tells Margaret that he'll be right back. They've been working on there's a lot of green crystals that they're trying to make into something else, and there's a bunch of glass and tubes and wires, and so he says, this might be the best thing that's ever happened to me coming here.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely better than a prison where you are given jarred jelly meat.
Well, not even just that. I mean, even if I had, stayed in Edgewater and lived and worked and studied under the table, I never would have gotten access to, points around the whole lab. I never would have gotten into anything like this.
And I kind of grab his hand and point it over, and especially that. I feel like that's also pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. The finding another necromancer who's also a female, just that I didn't. My criteria is not very specific, but any female who's cool with necromancy. That was my only stipulation.
Seems like she rose your spirits from the dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dennis, buddy.
It's okay.
Just remember, as Tyr said, no sex outside of for the sole purpose of procreation, or I do have to kill you.
Sure, Bill.
You didn't buy that at all, did you?
No, I don't think. I think only on dates are that pure, and only sometimes.
Yeah. It was worth a try. I'm trying to do the whole intimidating thing. It doesn't really work on you.
I know you too well, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go prepare for the little going away party and then possibly go die off in a foreign land. It'll be great.
Buddy, don't die off in foreign lands.
I'm only gonna die here in your arms, or you're in your wife's arms. Who knows? It'll be adorable.
We'll nurse you back to health in our guest bedroom.
That is so cozy. You guys are great. And I'm just gonna go off to my room and kind of take a nap.
Okay. What are you doing, Carolina?
Oh, I don't know what Carolina's doing right now. Darian's trying to figure this out. I was having some technical difficulties.
Oh no.
Leo overheard that Pale is interested in doing some kind of bachelor thing for,
How would you have overheard that?
Because I just know.
Okay. You just
so-
assume
Advice on me.
they're buddies and they are getting married, so obviously bachelor party.
Yes, of course. So I know that Pale is gonna do something for him. So I'm looking to find strippers.
God.
Where do you go to try to find him?
The local whorehouses.
They all greet you by name.
No,
This is my first time in Thundersgrem. Why would they know my
They
name?
all greet you by name.
what's funny is, King James made prostitution illegal. Because it forces women...
Strippers not. Being a stripper is not prostitution.
No,
Yeah.
but like, the making of pornographic material in Thundersgrem, like, you can't... It can be imported, but there are no sex workers here.
Not even strippers?
No, because King James believed that it harmed the people involved in the making of the process,
King.
and
So
he
in
figured
that case,
if they are in a position where they have to have sex to survive, we can get them another job where they don't have to do that.
that is very fair. I appreciate it. So in that case, Leo is going to become the sexiest woman that he could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to sneak into Dennis's... No. First, he's going to gather Carolina and Pale and say, hey, guys, I got a surprise. But before he turns to him, he's like, I got a surprise. I got a surprise for our little buddy.
What did you do?
Nothing.
And is
I
there a
haven't
way
done
to stop it?
anything.
Is there a way to stop what you've already put in motion?
No. Grab Dennis. It's time to have drinks at the bar.
Wait. First, I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Make a wisdom
You have
save,
that
Leo.
A wisdom save.
I believe that's what you have to do for whole person.
Hang on. A wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 13.
Son of a bitch. I guess you feel like...
Feeling that Pale tried to cast hold person on me, I am going to cast. Where'd it go? I would like to cast suggestion.
I'll suggest
Pale.
you don't.
And I'm going to say, Pale.
Isn't it a wisdom save?
Wait.
Is it wisdom
Yeah,
or
make a wisdom
charisma?
No, it's wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, wisdom's my second worst stat. Which
You're a
is dumb.
cleric! How the fuck
I
did you
know,
do that?
and I'm not wise in real life.
I gotta find you one of those books that boosts your wisdom.
Boosters.
Whatever.
It's a 4.
Hey, if you fuck that librarian, if you
So,
get with that, if you
Pale
get
is
with that
now
librarian,
officially, Pale is subject to my suggestion. I'm going to say, Pale, we're going to throw the most roaring ass bachelor party for Dennis that we can. There's going to be strippers. There's going to be booze. There's going to be gambling. It's going to be a great ass time. Are you ready?
Where are we gonna find donkeys that strip?
What? I never said about ass strippers. What are you talking about?
You said it'll be a great ass time.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm confused. Did you guys just cast spells?
Can we just what?
Yep.
I'm confused. Did you guys just cast spells on each other?
Yeah, we
Yep.
did. But mine worked and his didn't. So now, Pale, you are,
Just remember, how long does this last?
8 hours.
Just remember, on the 9th hour, boy howdy, Leo better run.
and is he just like, is he charmed? Is it like,
just a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make a course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself into a spear, blah blah blah, is obviously harmful and the spell ends. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends and the subject finishes what it was asked to do. You can also specify conditions that will trigger a special activity, blah, 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 blah. So now Pale
do
gets
they
to have a
know?
plan.
Do they know that you cast suggestion on them when the spell's over?
It doesn't say anything about it.
Okay. Because I know there's one where it's like they don't remember.
Charm person.
That's
And you can.
Charm is one that they do remember after it's over. I don't believe that Suggestion does.
Like it's like they think it's their idea or something.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about the friend spell?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll get there when we come to it, I guess.
But yeah, it doesn't say anything about them realizing that you did anything.
The night hour cometh.
Oh, you ain't going no shit. You're just gonna be happy that you threw an awesome bachelor party for Dennis.
Yeah, until Tyr doesn't.
You're gonna look and be like, wow, I sure did some things I never thought I would do. But it sounded like a good idea at the time.
How did I end up?
Leo, you said something about
Dennis and
drinks.
Margaret.
Say something about what?
Leo, you said something about drinks.
Oh,
I
yes.
mean,
For the bachelor party. Of course there's drinks. It's a bachelor party.
bachelor party, smash party. You had me at drinks. Let's go.
So you go get the nerds.
Oh, wait. You did say bachelor party, right?
Yes. Ooh.
So only one of the nerds.
Okay.
So wait a second. I told
Does this
Pale
mean
to
I
do it.
can't go?
I told Pale that we're gonna throw the party. Does that mean Pale's gonna pay for it?
What?
I'd say it's a party expense because you said we.
That's fair. That's fair. So, okay.
And there's only 4 of you, counting Dennis.
Denny. We should invite
Oh,
King
invite
Henry.
King Henry.
You're gonna invite...
No, we are not inviting King Henry, the boy king.
I'm inviting King Henry.
I'm telling him not to show up.
How do you invite him, Leo?
I,
By spell.
so the courier, will he come when I want him to?
Oh, not this poor boy.
I'm gonna have you roll a d20, and depending on what it says, he'll be walking through town.
Okay, an 11.
More like Elvin. Am I
It's,
right?
you can't find him, though there is a post office. And you
Well-
have access to the castle still.
Oh, well, then I'll just go to the castle. I'll write him a nice little note, and I'll be like, we, the party, who remains unnamed, would like to invite you to a party to celebrate our dear friend Dennis as he goes into matrimony.
Do you say where it is? What time?
Well, of course, it's at the Blue Lily.
Okay. Some guard will take this letter to the king. I don't think he's given them to you yet, but he had meant to give you these, like, badges, that would, like, grant you access to, like, the castle library and records and stuff like that. But I don't think he gave them to you yet.
He didn't.
Okay. Yeah, but if you had shown that, yeah, you did long rest. You guys slept at the taverns, I think.
Yup.
The note will get to him. Do you wait for his reply, or do you...
Oh, party's going. If King Henry shows up, the more the merrier.
Okay.
We should also invite King James.
I think not.
Why not?
He's a bit crazy.
Yeah, and this party's about to be crazy, yo.
Not that way. Not that way. Nope.
Well, we should probably invite, God, what's his name?
Sergeant Greybark? Sounds like a great idea.
Well, yeah, obviously. We also have to get non-chocolate alcohol for him.
And Wade.
And the Levi Strauss guy, what's his name?
Donald Denham.
That's it. That's the bro.
Fuck that guy. You don't like him?
No, but if I can get him drunk and then, like, push him down a flight of stairs. Kidding, Carolina. Then... I would never. Ooh. Hey, Leah.
Yeah.
Leah.
What's up? Yes.
You
What's
know
up?
we should invite?
Oh.
Birch.
No, I think not.
What did you do?
Carolina's enough of a dude, but this is a dude party.
But, like, she can make everything a little bit, like, she could pop out of, like, a sap cake or something, I don't know.
No, I think not.
Did you give her something? Do her vines burn now? Like,
No. She and I are very happy. Thank you very much. She's quite satisfied with our
you haven't talked to her
experiences.
since, have you?
Of course not. We've been traveling. It's been a couple of days.
No, you have sending, don't you?
No, you have sending. I have message. She's more than 100 feet away from me. I can't talk to her.
Leo, I feel like you could be doing better.
You want to fucking sending her for me? No, I'm just kidding. Please don't.
I put my hand up to my head.
I slap him.
Focus for a sec. She said she's pregnant.
Oh my god, fuck off. You are not pregnant after 3 days. Ooh, Hale, where are you hiding your book right now? Have you already given it to Dennis?
Oh, I gave him wrapped up, told him to open it up when he gets married on his wedding night.
Disappointing.
You know who we should invite?
Who?
Your god. I feel like he'd make the party a lot more fun.
Absolutely. I will definitely invite all of our girls.
Like, you should, like, go pray. Hit him up. See if he'll come make it more lit.
Right then and there, I drop to my knees and I raise my hands to my head.
Hale starts to undo his belt.
It's in the middle of the tavern. You kneel down to pray.
Yes.
Oh, he's praying.
And I see Pale start undoing it. What is going on?
I thought that... Well, clasp. I guess he's praying, which I think is
Never
against, like...
I would like to invite my god to come and party with us for this bachelor party for my necromancer friend.
What exactly do you say?
Hey Al, I know it's been a while. Thank you again. This is me silently. Thank you again for telling me about the king. You're a real homie for that. I really appreciate it. I would like to invite you, my holiest lord, to this really badass party that we're gonna have. And if you could, bring some strippers, because otherwise it will have to be me in my hat of disguise. And while I'm willing, I would prefer not to. Amen.
Okay. Make me a religion check with advantage.
Yes!
God. Please get a 20. Please.
13. And a religion check is a +2. That'll be a 15.
Okay. You see a distant dream smack you right in the forehead. Like it feels like you feel like you are drunk instantly. Like, and you kind of, loll backwards. I'm doing it in my room, but you can't see me. And, like you just kind of are woozy for a second. And, you have the vision of, a cave. He shows you where it is. It's near the Lake of Soon. And, he says, the party, get everyone, and then come here.
Oh, hell yes!
I have strippers.
Yes!
Bring some booze, because the booze that I drink would kill you.
Bet.
So in that case, I have some good Edgewater wine. I still have some 600-year-old rum. I've got weed.
That's my girl. That's my boy.
I don't know, you're all androgynous, you mortals.
It's
All right, so I let the party know, I'm like, hey guys, the Blue Lily's cool and all, but I found a really badass place.
Well, before we go, I just want to try and find something special. I want to find some good berry wine if we can. got an idea for something to spice it up.
Good berry wine?
Yep.
I think because good berries are magical, it'd be really hard to find here.
Well, thankfully I have a bag of them. Is there something that can like fast ferment them?
You go to like an apothecary, maybe.
I'm just gonna go and find some cheap wine.
Good berries.
Okay,
Cheap.
they have like a lot of imported wine in Thundersgrem. They've got mead because they keep honeybees here to like, fertilize their crops or whatever. The most common alcohol is gin, and they also have some whiskey.
I'm gonna get mead.
Whiskey.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
whiskey and mead. I'm gonna crush up my good berries, half of them, and put them into the mead and shake it up so it's give me a little more filling.
Perfect.
And I'm going to. I'll save that for later.
Hey, I'll get a girl a cinnamon whiskey.
You know I got you covered.
I like
I'm
party
gonna get
girl.
bottle of regular whiskey, bottle of cinnamon whiskey, 2 bottles of mead, one with good berries, one without.
Okay, let's just say you pay a gold for all that.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeehaw. Because at this point, I'm under suggestion. I'm just vibing. This is what Pale thinks the best party would be.
It's Dennis comes eventually, or he's the first one there. Says Jasmine's staying with Margaret. They're gonna have their own little girl time. Some of Margaret's friends and August are gonna go drinking somewhere, and this is so fun. I've never been to a party before.
Oh, this
Get
is not
ready.
a party you can't even plan. You don't even know.
Yeah, because guess who's going to show up?
Who?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. We'll find out. Anyway, before the party gets started, like, are we still at the council or are we already there?
I would say you're at the Blue Lily.
All right, I'm going to turn and say, listen, I gave you a gift before. There's another one I'm going to give you later.
Oh, okay.
And it's a gift that isn't for you. It's for you, but it's not for you. If there's ever a point that Margaret feels doubt in you, if she ever's worried or anything, what I'm going to be giving you is a potion. It's a potion for you to give to her. It's a potion of mind reading.
What?
So if she ever feels doubt, if she ever isn't sure, she can look into you and know how much you care.
He takes it and looks at it. It's like, thank you, Pale.
Also, the other thing I got you is a sex book. All right, let's get this
Wait,
party
what?
started.
Okay. About that time, as you're all, you're buying your bottles, you're giving Dennis this potion, the room is alive, the people around the bar are usually happy to be off work, and they see you guys are, like, planning something, and they're like, like some of them are, like, trying to eavesdrop or whatever. They're like, oh, this necromancer guy we heard works with August. They don't trust him, but they're not gonna, like, throw him out or anything. It's weird, he's never been here before, but they know who he is, so...
It's fitness.
Yeah.
Our little local celebrity.
Yeah. It's, people were not happy when Margaret came to live here. To be
Well, no, there's
August.
going to be more than little baby necromancers.
Oh god. They only did it because, Vic and August said it was okay, so.
Wait. So we're at the Blue Lily or we're at the cave?
You're at the Blue Lily,
Blue Lily.
and upon you hear this commotion outside, and, like, the sound of, like, the clopping of a horse, which horses are very rare in Thundersgrem. There's probably only, like, 20 of them in the whole place. But if you look out a window, you see it's King Henry dismounting from a like gray and black spotted horse, like helmet under his arm and sword at his side and gun in the other hip, and everyone's like, my liege, and he goes, no worries, I'm here to meet some friends. And he walks in.
Queen.
And the entire bar, as he walks in, looks at him, and he's like, greetings. And then he walks over to you guys. Party?
Party!
And Neil holding
Alright,
a bottle of
then
whiskey.
I reach into my bag of tricks and I pull out
No.
3 I step out of the bar and I pull out 3
Oh, yeah, you don't drink
little
that.
fuzzballs.
Oh God.
Okay,
Thank you all for meeting me here. This is just the beginning. We have another location.
Where are we going? King Henry says.
Don't you worry about it. Just don't let your horse get away.
Okay.
Leo?
He goes and grabs his horse and sits back on top of it.
We go out of the tavern. I reach into my bag of tricks and I pull out 3 balls all at once and I throw them into the air.
King Henry says, "Is that magical? Yo, is that magical?"
No, it's Fae. It's different.
No, we don't like that either. Elves are cool, nothing else.
Whoa. King Henry. Elves are not cool.
Elves aren't cool?
No. Elves killed my family.
Really?
Elves are
No, I'm
great.
just kidding.
Ignore him.
Oh, I was like, damn.
I just don't like them. They piss me off.
Oh,
He's
okay.
upset with my father.
No, I love him.
Because we have a lot of problems with racism around here. Anyway, that's magic. Leo, what the fuck? I just saved you from my wife, dude. I can't.
I use my mage hand and I grab all 3 balls and I put them back in the bag. And I go, you didn't see shit! And then I go, alright, we're all getting on King Henry's horse and we're riding together.
I'm gonna walk.
It's not that far of a walk. Yeah.
I apologize. He's stupid.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that. Jesus Christ. What the hell is that thing? Let me roll an Arcana check for Henry really quick.
It's just a normal bag full of animals.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I can tell that it's magical. Don't, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean Henry.
King Henry, did you just say the champion of Ilmater, the old champion of Ilmater?
Did I what?
You just said Jesus Christ.
Oh, my dad says it all the time. Yeah. Yeah.
I figured you might say your dad's name in that instance.
Say my
I hope
dad's
not.
name.
Oh, God, can you imagine that? King James, it's weirder than Daddy.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
Also, he kind of like puts the hood back on, and you guys might realize that he's not wearing like the usual like royal stuff. He's wearing like kind of just guard armor. He's like,
Oh.
I snuck out of the castle.
How Princess and the
King Henry, I
Pauper.
love it.
It's because I quit drinking, but I do when my wife just doesn't know. So,
I look to either side. I look at him and say, "Wait, Greybark, now!" And I have to wait for his reaction.
they're not here.
Oh, I know they're not.
Oh.
But me saying that to see his reaction, because last time they kidnapped him.
Oh, he jumps a little. He's like, but then he reminds himself like they're at the castle, man.
It's funny you think that. All right, let's go.
Hey!
We're gonna go spelunking.
He gets on the horse. He's just like a regular guard. Like just some black guard going home after work.
Well, look at the king up on his high horse.
Listen, buddy. I can run really fast, but not very far.
See, it's like the opposite of persistence hunting.
Whatever.
Little cheetah king.
Look, I'm doing my best, alright? If you want to
What round are you
argue...
for? Now let's go get trashed.
Yeah. And, so they follow you to the cave that, Leo knows where it is. And, you may or may not be in love, but you're able to enter this camp, this lake, and it's just absolutely serene. It's like it's a golf course, you know, freshly mown by magical means, little dots of light, you know, from lightning bugs are up in the trees and on the ground, and you see the lake's fed by a waterfall, and behind the waterfall is indeed a cave where you can hear the thrum of music. And Dennis is like, the Lake of Soon? What is this place?
It's
You're
the
in
river
love. It's
almost.
perfect.
It's off the tributary of in a little bit.
And everyone roll me charisma, I guess. Just
Oh,
add me,
no.
just roll d20, add your charisma modifier.
Fuck.
It's funny that you
I
said
have fucked
add.
up.
So you said that I managed. Yes, I did higher than Leo. at the first. Get good, scrub.
Well,
So,
Oh, God.
Henry leans down to you, Pale, and says, "My dad lost his virginity here."
Well, guess
Oh,
what?
my gosh.
Guess what? Leo might lose his finally.
Oh
Let's
boy.
go. Ryan.
Isn't Leo a hoe?
Yeah, but every time he has sex, he converts to another religion, and then he's born again virgin. It's weird. He's on his 8th god now.
whatever. This is my first and only.
You've said that 14 times. All right, let's go.
Wait. You see him pause. Let me roll a magic check for him again. He says, "There's divine magic here. More than just the
It's
stuff
not-
that ekes off Pale.
Have you been taking sniffs of me?
I can just... I've been trained all my life to sense magic and run away
Does
from
tears
it.
smell good on me? Did you see me?
Look,
That might be
Henry,
me, sir.
Henry, there may or may not be a magical being inside of that cave.
There
but
might be a
I
god
promise
here.
you-
There might be a god here.
Yeah, that might be me, sir.
There might be 2 gods here, honestly.
There might be a what here?
There might be a god or 2. Could be Vivian, could be
Don't worry
Lori.
about it.
Let's
and I
go.
grab his hand.
He gets off
I
the
give
horse
his
and
horse a
ties it to a
whack.
tree, and he says, "There's a god in this cave."
He's mine. We're buds. Don't worry about it. I call him Al.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Al?
Al. He's the one. Ooh. This is some risky business.
I look at him and say, he's the one that told Leo that the whole thing, prophecy, all that was fake. Let's go.
Wait, do you even know about that?
Hale
I
thinks
know
that,
that- No, I know that you talked to him. I think that you were told the same thing. I was that no-go, because I got no answer. Because I also asked you to pray on it, so I assume that because everything's buddy-buddy, that's all good. I think, right?
I'll have to re-listen.
Either way,
Actually, I thought that I prayed in secret, but I could be wrong.
I could also very well be wrong. I'm old. So, yeah, he's a super nice guy. He helped us deal with Leo's undead best friend. It was a great time.
You have an undead best friend?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
And don't
Come on,
worry,
King
Dennis had nothing to do with
Henry.
it.
Yeah, King Henry, come on, sore spot. Come on. All right, let's go. I kind of put my arm around his shoulder, Leo on the other side, Carolina leading the way because that's the most responsible person in this party.
He pulls out of your grasp. And this isn't just some... listen, I know I'm stupid. I snuck out of here by myself. This isn't like you're gonna... I'm not going to be, like, assassinated right now, am I?
Absolutely not, Henry. I love you.
Henry, you would kill us before we kill.
That's
you
what...
would kill
That's,
Leo.
that's what an assassin would say.
You've seen us fight.
He looks
I'm not
extremely
like the other
uncomfortable.
Vivian.
Carolina looks.
I'm not like the other Vivian.
Well, that I believe. I met Cyril.
Listen,
that was my sleight of hand check. As I'm sliding one of the ointments into Leo's pocket.
One of the what's?
Oh, the healing ointment things. What? Do you remember what the whole name of that is?
Ointment.
It's like Mindaluke's ointment or something. Yeah, Keotham's ointment.
I just turned to him and said, "Listen, you know how I do the whole Cree food and water thing?
Sure.
I will make you 10 gallons of coffee liqueur if you just come in with us."
He's backing away, like, actively. And he's like, that sounds like a trap. For sure.
Hey.
All right, hang on.
Okay, hanging on.
Henry,
What am I hanging on to?
Henry, this party's not about you. It's about Dennis. Come in if you want to. I would really love if you came, but we're going.
I'll see if you're alive when you go in there.
Okay, here, I'll go first. I'm godly, and I run in to the cave. A little bit of steam as the waterfall goes over me.
Okay.
Mr. King, what is your drink of choice since you're incognito?
Well, I feel guilty about it now. If I die intoxicated, Marceline will think I've been...
You won't
Okay, well,
die.
you're not gonna die, but if you were to die, I'm sure Pale could cast Lesser Restoration on you to get rid of that.
It's a bad idea coming here.
No, I'm joking. I'm about 3 drinks in already. I'm just having fun.
Anything. I'm 17. I'm not picky yet.
Want to try some of this cinnamon whiskey?
He looks at it like
I take a drink.
He really wants to. After you take a drink, he looks a little more relieved. He says, Vic basically raised me after Dad went crazy. And he's so fucking paranoid. Man, I shouldn't be here. I need to go home.
Can I be like, hey, Alabal! Alabal, can you come out here and say hello to my friend and calm him down?
Okay. Do you go into the party too, Leo, or are you standing outside still?
I yell past the waterfall. Alabal!
There's a figure, or what you would see pale as you run in. It looks like a cave, but there's been like ethereal silk hung on the walls. There's a huge
streamers.
banquet table filled with all kinds of food and drink.
Ooh, snacks.
There's in the back there's like more of a dancing area, and Abel Laura Farrell, who has a big chair like in the back corner, who's like there's an angel kind of sitting on his lap, and another one sitting on like the steps leading up to the chair, and there's other ones who are like have wings and are dancing as the like enchanted some rocks to glow like spotlights, and there's a male angel who's like he's basically using like one of those like mixers, except for it's made of like crystal, and tapping on it to make music. And there's another person who's like on drums, so it sounds like modern music. To you it's incredibly strange. And
My God.
and
I look at him and go, Lori, what's up? Create food and water, and I just create, because I think it's, let me double check, I think it's 10 gallons, 30 gallons. I create 30 gallons of various liquors.
perfect.
And it's like, yo, dude, you rock.
He
You're
takes
like,
a drag off like the longest blunt you've ever seen.
I take out the ever smoking bottle, so it's like
Yeah, like a
I
smoke
run
machine.
back outside with a bottle. I'm like, guys, they're dancing naked angels in there. Oh my God. There's a tie on my head. I'm not sure where it came from, but it's just tied around my head now. Guys.
And upon hearing you, Leo, he says, "All right, girls, I have business." And he ashes the blunt and starts walking outside. The waterfall like parts around him, and he says, "Leo, my boy, I haven't been to a party on the mortal plane in years."
Wait, you said
I like to
angels
give him a
dancing?
hug,
You give him a hug.
and I kiss him on the cheek, and I said, "Thank you for coming."
He says, "Of course, baby." And then Dennis and King Henry look like, "Oh my God!" As like other angels who are like half dressed come out, like they're just like playing with their hair, like, cuddling the angel titty. And he said, "Leo, I'm so stoked to have a party with mortals. I love seeing you guys get shit-faced. It's funny every time."
Well, sir, I know that 600 years is nothing to you, but I do have some very, very fine rum, and I would like to give it to you as a thank you for this party.
He says, "Oh wow, this is like Dunin vintage. This is a good year. I remember that."
I created 800-year-old rum just because I could.
He pumps the cork. He's like, "Do you mind if I?"
Oh, please, sir, it's for you.
It's he materializes a cup in his hand, and like just that, like the amount of power dripping off of him. He's a low-level god, like very low, like Tyr would never consider coming to a human trial, no matter how much he would enjoy it, just because he's a god and he would destroy things. But Abel Lorafiril is enough to where he can appear in the mortal plane and not cause like a ruckus. But he makes the glass appear and pours some in and kind of swishes it around and tastes it like he's knows what he's talking about. He says, "That's good shit, kid."
Anything for you, my lord.
No, none of the lord shit. Just call me Abel. And he pulls his the head of his cloak back and like strokes his really long ears, and he says, "Man, I was gonna come anyway when I hear Leo, my boy, is like throwing a party. For this fool right here, right? Necromancer guy. Cool. I like your style. That being a necromancer here, that's fucking sick. But then King Henry, who's like pale white, certain he's about to be murdered, he's like, when I heard King Henry was gonna come, although you didn't know I was coming, but when I heard you were gonna come, I'm like, oh my god, the stick in the mud, I gotta fix him." And King
That's
Henry's
what I
like,
love about you, All-Ball. I really do.
you gotta, Thundersgrem, like, I don't blame them. They've been through some shit. Like, it's sad, you know. But you gotta let go, man. And he looks back at King Henry and, like, smiles at him and is like, come on, bro, let's go. And Henry's like, I've met Elmater as he speaks through my father. I've seen Soon as she speaks through August. I have not seen God in flesh, though.
Hey, I was wondering, is it flesh? Because there's a whole thing with Merkul. Is it, like, are you... And I kind of go to, like, touch his cheek to see if he'll let me touch him.
Yeah, he gives you a high five.
I just stare at my hand. Silent.
And then he takes your hand and he pats it. He says, you'll get over it in a minute. So, is it Henry?
Touched me.
I knew he's still holding your hand. There's Henry, I know you were an alcoholic, so I'm not gonna pressure you to drink or anything, but you know, and the little devil grass never hurt anybody. And Henry's like, I'm good.
She's touching me.
It's like,
Alright, guys, let's move this party to the cave.
and everyone goes, and Dennis is like, just also terrified, but like, I'm gonna go along with it. And as he's gone along with everything else he's done since he's met you guys.
I just turned to him like, do I have to tell Tigger that I cheated on him because he's holding my... I guess.
He pats your hand and he says, while Tyr's kind of pissed at you, that doesn't mean... Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Have a drink. Have a drink.
Okay.
I don't talk to Tyr much. He's not my type.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of a bummer from what I've heard.
I'll cut you.
Kind of a bummer?
In front of your god. In front of your god, I'll cut you. I swear to God, Leo.
Is that a
That's on your
genuine...
breakdown because he didn't expect...
Is that a genuine threat?
Yes.
Don't hurt my boy. Come on.
Listen, it's out of love.
Pranks? Party? Man, you Tyr types gotta
had,
chill
like,
too.
a little love stab? You never had a little love stab? You should talk to Elmater. I feel like he would like that.
A little who?
Little love stab.
A love stab?
Lori, you may be a god, but I'll explain some things to you later. I got Dennis a book. I feel like you and I can go through it later.
I like poke at him. I'm like, I gave a druid a pretty great love stab the other day.
I saw that, my
And I reach
boy!
up for a high five.
Yeah, and he gives you... And druids are great. You didn't get a splitter, did you?
No, sir.
That's when I was mortal, you know, like 4,000 years ago. I was in this like dryad colony, right? He's because of this whole story about he like fucked every single dryad in the place until they got mad and threw him out. And he's like, it was up in the Feywild, man. And yeah, he'll tell you a bunch of stories about how he's basically been a hoe all his life. And he's like, yeah, the prince down there's like a whole city of elves, right? In the Sylvan, in the Feywild. Oh shit, my phone. And so
What's a phone?
now you'll learn about them later. It's like it's a future invention. Don't worry about it. But it's like a sending stone, you know? Except for like you can like talk to like any sending stone. It doesn't have to be from the set.
Neat.
It'll be really cool. There's gonna be a lot of porn on there. Just so much. And then, anyway. So, here I am. I fuck the queen of the village, right? Because of course I do. And, the husband finds out. And I don't want to get my lady in trouble, you know. I'm seductive, I can't help it. And so, it's just what I do, and then I don't blame her because it's how she's supposed to resist a guy like me, right? So, I don't want her husband to get mad at her, be mad at me, but not her, right? Okay, so, because how could she help herself? It's me. But, so what I did was I blinded the guy for like a year and a half, and then he wasn't mad at me after that when I gave his sight back.
Huh.
Fucking ledge, man. Fucking ledge.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't beat his wife if she was blind, so... And he eventually just learned to deal with it.
So anyway, Dennis, I got this Goodberry mead. It's oaky, it's light, it's fresh, it's floral, made with acacia honey. It's a delight with a little bit of sage and cherry note.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah, it'll also get you just absolutely blitzed. All right, we can use that as a chaser between the gin.
Okay.
And Hannah's going shot for shot.
Yeah, Dennis is down to have a bachelor party. He's been in crazy places with y'all before. He expected nothing less than absolute whack shit to happen. He's well on his way to getting shit-faced.
Yeehaw.
And one of the stripper angels who, like the Victoria's Secret angels?
No, I don't look at women.
You don't? Okay. Well,
Shut the fuck up.
Google Victoria's Secret angel. And
give me a second.
Okay. And that's exactly what they look like. They put their hands around
Very
Dennis.
nice.
They put their hands around, like, her elbows on Dennis's shoulder and, like, start playing with his hair. And he just kind of, like, freezes up and, like, melts a little bit.
These women aren't fully clothed, Bailey.
No, they're not. Imagine that.
Jacket.
Victoria's
They're gonna catch a chill.
That's the point. I'm just kidding. Ha ha ha.
Oh, God.
Oh, honey, we don't get cold. Yeah, that's what happens when you become celestial and all.
Cool. So, like, y'all come here often? How you doing, angels?
Oh, I ain't been in the mortal plane since I died, baby.
Oh, you got that undead-ish about you. Boy, Dennis would love that. He's taken, though.
And Dennis is like, no, I'm taken. And,
How's Henry holding up?
Henry has walked up and is holding his laser sword. Vic, he hasn't taken it out of the holster, but he's like clutching it to his chest and standing right outside the door, just looking at you guys.
Is that a
I think
lightsaber? Or
that's
you just
sin.
happy to,
Oh,
is
sorry.
that a
Go ahead,
lightsaber? Or
Caroline.
you just happy to see us?
What did you say?
I said, is that a lightsaber? Or are you just happy to see us? Come on. As I'm dancing with the angels, wearing nothing but the cloak of ripping.
One of them takes like an immovable rod and turns it into a stripper pole. And
Yes.
God. I take one of the little sandwiches, kind of walk outside with a few on a plate, like, listen, Henry, Boy King, my liege, your honor.
just Henry's
High
fine.
Lord.
Just Henry's fine.
Yeah, so I get it, it's a lot. And Henry, buddy, look at me, eyes, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, remember I spoke to Merkul and directly had a part of the whole, like, Merkul Palor thing. Tyr has directly spoken to me indirectly. Gods just kind of happen around us. I mean, we kind of are like Gomorrah Lestern and Stephen Puyo died. It's kind of a thing that happens. I had a cursed book on me of, like, the end of all times. And I know you're not actually half of a god, but come on, this is a shindig. Maybe one day you'll be, like, stronger than this guy. So come party.
The only reason I haven't run away yet is because Agath's a champion. My dad's a champion.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually talked to Ilmater on several occasions. He talks through Dad sometimes.
This guy's like a chill, lower god.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is, like, even beneath, like, does this world have Raven Queen sort of thing?
Yeah.
It's like that, so relax. I mean, come on. If how many people on this planet think you're half of a god, then hey, probably more half of a god than this guy. You're more of a half than... It's like a bigger half, but it's still a half.
I don't think I believe in the prophecy.
Well, good, because it's probably not real. Tyr never got back to me about it, so it's probably fake. So here, listen. How about this? You come in, you just hang out, you have some snacks, we just celebrate Dennis. Laurie's just talking and his angels are stripping, so you don't have to interact. Just come on in.
He tentatively follows you in and sits very, very close to you.
I kind of just like hand him just like some iced tea. Like, here you go, buddy.
Yeah, and his like hand is shaking the whole time. He probably gets a nosebleed too.
Like the anime nosebleed staring at the angels.
Yeah, and the god, and because Henry gets nosebleeds all the time anyway.
So
and Dennis like leans over and goes, "I'm nervous too. It's okay."
Just remember, this is probably the highlight of things to come, because it's gonna get a lot weirder here on in.
Yeah, I'm told war's weird.
Yeah, so at least enjoy the half-naked angels and the party prankster god, who has the same name as Leo's best friend. Wait, Leo?
No. Hang on, let me pull up what his actual name was. Shit.
Leo, is this god your best friend that we put down? Are you, Mr.
No.
Godser, are you a revenant?
Miss,
No.
you talking to me?
Yeah, Mr. Godser.
No, but I think
Laura Fear.
yeah, my name's
Bale
Abal
Cloth.
Laura Feral.
Oh, I can't read.
He was named Leo's friend was named after me.
Oh, so you're not a revenant.
No.
Okay.
I was once.
Oh, hey, how is Laura Fear doing?
Oh, kicking it, baby. Waiting for you. Take your
I
time.
take out my dagger.
Take your time, obviously, but he's chilling. Don't worry about it.
I take out my dagger, kind of look at Laura Fowl, and do you want me to, I'm kidding, I put it away.
You couldn't kill me with that.
Not you, oh my god, I would never. I've gotten into enough trouble with gods, oh my god. Wait, are you friends with Murky? I feel like you two would get along.
You can't prank people if they're all dead.
Well, with that attitude, you can prank them by bringing them back to life for a bit.
While that I do support, killing them in the first place isn't really my style. I don't like hurting people, I just like screw them with them, you know?
Kinky.
Yeah.
And let's go back to being the whoopee for the Boy King.
Okay.
I am his warm protective blanket.
And he is staunchly not looking at the angels.
I try and angle my dagger so that if he looks at it, it's like a reflection of them.
Oh god. He says, I feel dirty thinking of Marceline for obvious reasons. And I also feel dirty looking at other chicks because I'm married. So, if you could not...
Hey, baby, it's all good. You can look, just don't touch.
Are you talking to me, King Henry, or Dennis?
Yes.
And the angels kind of flip their hair, and seeing as uncomfortable, they don't touch him, but they just lean over and go, "It's okay, baby, we used to it. We've been doing this for a millennia." We did this when we was alive, we did this when Laura Farrell made us his champions, and we're doing it now in the afterlife, baby. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't do it.
Amazing.
That's how we became. We stripped so good, the three of us, and she points to the other girls. We were such good strippers when Airball here was but a mortal, that he found us when he became a god and asked us to come join him.
I have a question as Matt.
Uh-huh.
Would this satisfy having thrown a kick-ass party?
I think so.
Pale gets up, still laughing, says, hey, Henry, stay here for a second. Hey, Leo.
Yes?
Punch him right in the face.
Wait a second, you don't know. That's not
I
how
would never have invited the king. You did something. It's because I tried to put a spell on you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, make an Arcana
Lori.
check. Make an Arcana check.
Can I make a deception check to challenge it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's an 8.
That'll be a 19.
What?
I have a plus 10 on deception, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, a 16. I thought that was a 9.
You can't even read, and I'm doing worse than you.
You can choose to still not believe Leo just because you know him, but he does sound pretty convincing.
I look up at Lorful, and I was like, hey.
He's lounging back in the chair.
Did he put a spell on me?
He looks to you, Leo.
Oh, Lorfrill's my boy. He's down for some trickery. He ain't gonna say shit.
Why would you mention he's down for trickery?
Oh, I didn't say that out loud. I'm just saying that to Bailey as the DM.
No, I know.
I'm still looking at him like, did he put a spell on me? You wouldn't lie. Like, you're a god. You guys aren't allowed to lie. So, did he put a spell on me?
No, baby.
Oh.
Just wanted you to have a good time.
I'm sorry about that, Leo. Here,
I'm drunk.
have a shot of...
You said you're drunk, Carolina?
It's Carolina at this point. I said, how drunk is Carolina at this point?
Oh, I don't know.
Uh,
Roll a con save with disadvantage.
yeah. That would be a 6.
Yeah, with the 6, I think you're shit-faced and
Carolina
barely
blurts out.
coherent. You're what?
Carolina blurts out at the top of her lungs. I saw the whole thing. You guys both put a spell on each other.
And
Come
I
on, you
just,
can't believe that drunk chick over a god?
I pull my hand back. It's like, you
I'm swinging
bitch!
on it.
And slap Leo again.
Abalora
And then-
Feral, with telekinesis, pushes you both back apart from each other. He's like, yo, party foul. Chill.
Wait. What if we cover each other in oil, then fight? Isn't that still part of the party?
You ain't hot enough for that. Actually, you're too hot.
Hot damn.
Different kind of hot.
Oh. Whatever, I'm gonna go back to drinking with the boys.
I support folks fighting in like kiddie pools of oil, yeah, but it's not with real anger. It's got to be like for fun.
Give me 3 more drinks and then get the kiddie pool
Nope.
ready.
No weapons, no magic.
He snaps his fingers and a kiddie pool appears. And one of the angels starts filling it with oil.
Yes.
Okay, wait. But you're made of fire. Oil burns. What happens when you get inside the oil pail?
I just take my armor off. I turn off my chest hair, turn off my head hair, turn off my eyebrows. Nothing.
And your pubes.
What about the crotch?
Those stay on for now. For now. Codpiece still on.
You're fighting in nothing but a codpiece.
Yep. I'm not letting a god see my junk. That's for Tyr and Tyr alone.
Henry switches from the like tea he was drinking and grabs a bottle of the gin and takes a few swigs.
Yeah, that fits. That tracks.
Just don't tell my wife.
Well, unless Leo here decides to message her again.
Yeah, don't do that, man. What the fuck?
It was a mistake.
Let me roll a con save for Henry. He's got a -2
Why do you keep
con.
bringing up old stuff, though?
Because it's funny.
Yeah,
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
King Henry
Well, we
takes
can-
like 3 drinks and is like already almost as drunk as Carolina.
We can make it more interesting. Here, hey, angels. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever
Yes.
canoodle with the? Do you guys ever canoodle with mortals?
I mean, one of them catches my fancy.
Oh, we about to.
So I think
You're in for that kind of party, Miss Carolina?
Oh, yeah. Angels are my people.
Oh, Vivianite. Like she smells it on you. Says, ooh, we about to have some fun.
and don't forget the host of the party,
The hope.
boy
What?
Leo.
Oh yeah, Leo. You want some too?
Oh, you know it, girl.
Well, there's 3 of us. Who wants the other one?
Your god does because I'm saving myself for a nice little school teacher I met.
That's adorable.
Well, but the Vivianite. Hey, Carolina, show them that thing you do.
You're speaking from no experience here.
No. The thing with the other thing, you know, the clone ghost.
No, that doesn't work. I mean, it might.
But I'm saying if there's two of you, then two of them.
I produce my. Yeah, we can have some fun.
Oh my gosh! A threesome anytime you want.
And I go sit back down next to Dennis and the Boy King.
And Henry takes another deep drink. But, yeah, literally, these angels will go... They probably won't do it in front of A-Ball or Firo. Or Dennis or Henry. But they'll go bang immortal.
The three of them just go off into the back room of the cave.
We just go out into the lake and disappear.
Mm-hmm. That's what the lake's for.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Leo?
Oh, I'm hanging around for a little while. If she's still around at the end of the night, that's great. But right now, I'm handing Henry a very, very big blunt.
A blunt? Says, what is this?
And I like take a puff, and then I like go, see? And then I hand it to him.
So I don't recognize this herb.
You don't need to. Just breathe in. Have a good time.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes.
That is a 23.
He believes that you're not gonna poison him. And he...
I just took a hit out of it.
Yeah, I know. He's paranoid. And he takes a hit of it. He's like... That actually smells kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's never smoked weed before.
I know. I believe it.
Takes another puff and hands it back to you.
That's right. Puff, puff, pass. You did that shit right. And I took another puff. And I walk back over, and I sit down Alabald's lap, and we just have a good old time, and I go, hey, so, and like I whisper a message to Alabald, and I'm like, so like on a note of seriousness, I don't know if Henry believes that he could be a god. I told him what you told me, but you don't seem to be convinced.
Oh, it'll take time to convince that kid.
You're right.
Ain't my place to say if it's a good idea, bad idea. The mom may come and destroy everything, so who gives a shit? Let's party.
Hey man, you got a champion right now?
No?
You in the market for one?
You wanna be it, Leo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be
You
real.
gotta think about that, I understand.
I'll be real with you. You are on the list.
Oh boy.
You have always been, y'all are chosen by destiny and shit, so you might as well be a champion while you're at it. But I can't tell you too much, to mess up the timeline or whatever, but, goddamn godly responsibility, whatever. So, I'll keep your name in, since you asked. There's gonna be a kind of a gathering for my folk coming up.
You tell me when and where, and I will be there.
Oh, you bet, baby. Yeah. Cause I ain't got it all planned out yet,
I understand.
It's like most stuff I do last minute, like this improv. But I want I want it to be like special, so I'm working on it. And not to be mean, man, but you're not quite up to snuff yet. Being a champion takes a hell of a toll on your body and your soul, and if you ain't strong enough, you're gonna explode. And you're my boy, so I don't want that to happen to you, so you gotta, grind up, train a little bit. Because it can't just be, the best prankster comedian in the world can't be my champion, they gotta be, tough and shit, too.
I understand.
Yeah, because I did, Yeah. No offense or nothing, 'cause you ain't ready yet.
Oh no, none.
But we
taken.
got time. We got time, though.
I appreciate you, man. And if you ever need anything from me, you just holler, and I will be there.
Thank you. I might, soon. The way things are shaking.
I just can't believe that Pale is a cleric, and his god won't even talk to him, and I'm sitting on my god's lap.
You said that out loud?
No, this is metagaming for sure, but just...
About to say, ooh, Pale's about to make a scene in front of your god. Hey, Leo?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still have that chicken?
And I reach into the bag holding and throw the chicken at him as a live chicken with the pin out.
A-Ball Lorafira loses his shit.
I'm now running around the cave holding a bottle of gin, just trying to avoid the chicken, throwing various stuff at it.
Henry's like standing on a chair with a steak knife in his hand.
Don't worry, Henry, I just sicked him after Pale, you're fine.
Is it a magic chicken?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And A-Ball Lorafira's just like leaning back, cackling. And the angels are like cheering for the one's cheering for Pale and one's cheering for the chicken. They've apparated like signs in their hands. Like
I jump into the pool to fight the chicken.
You're still wearing just a codpiece?
Yep. I turn off the fire crotch, but just the codpiece fighting this fey chicken and this pool of oil.
The chicken jumps in there, like ready to kill you, but it falls in the oil and gets all covered in oil and it's like almost drowning, but it's still like angry as hell.
So now we're just wrestling.
Yeah, it's like wet, soppy feathers, and he's like still trying to claw your ass to death.
That's how I always knew I would go out. An oily chicken.
But yeah, Carolina, do you and the Echo go out with the angel?
Yep.
Alright. She leads you, big old sparkly wings dragging on the cool grass, and you do what you do behind a big boulder. What do you do? Anything special you want to say during or after?
I ain't saying shit.
Okay.
Just need to work.
You just what?
This is what we do.
Yeah.
These are my people. I'm about to show them that I belong.
Are you going to be a champion too? So.
Alright. Yes.
Let me look up something real quick. Because
It's at this point in the party that both Leo and Charlotte have to pee. I'll be right back.
Okay. Because I think Solars are able to read minds.
She can read anything she wants. It's all open now.
Okay. She's laying on the
I got
grass.
intentions.
She's laying on the grass, kind of like fiddling with one of the straps in her bra or whatever. And she's like, "So you want to be a champion too?"
I don't know who told you that, but yes.
Oh, I can hear what you're thinking.
It's mine. Oh, I thought my name was just already out there.
Oh, I mean, maybe it is in Vivianite's circle, but I ain't, I chill with Lorafir, so.
It's okay. You can remember my name. Because I do plan on being around more often.
Carolina Shadeflame.
No. Hang it. Oh, yeah. And what is your name?
Oh, my name's... Well, my favorite name to go by was Cinnamon, so you can call me Cinnamon. She was a stripper in
Cinnamon.
life. Yes. My real name...
Had a brain fart? Can't remember how to spell it.
My real name was Andy, but I prefer Cinnamon. That's what A-Ball still calls me.
Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I'll just call you Cinnamon, because I'm not on that level yet to call you Andy.
Oh, thanks.
Well, shall we get back to the party?
Sure. It's always fun to talk to a dreamer, though.
I mean, we could go another round.
As that's going on, I ask, hey, Dennis, King, do you guys want a Lester Restoration so we can keep drinking longer?
Is that a thing? Dennis says.
And I just tap his shoulder, lesser restoration. Yes.
Suddenly sober, he goes, "Oh my god, wow!"
Yeah, right?
And King Henry's like, "Please don't cast a spell on me," even though he's like shit-faced.
I just kind of look at him, give him a little bit of bread and some water, like, you're good.
Thank you. Dennis is like, "I'm having a great time. Never been to a party. This is everything I imagined."
Yeah, and we're probably, at least we're in one god's favor, well, two now, so that's good.
Henry like kind of puts his head on the table. He's like, "You can talk to my dad, be friends with him later."
I'm not into being tied up, dude.
It's not like that.
You can tell yourself that. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Ugh. My dad was like tortured for half his fucking life. He would not be down with being tied up.
Yeah, so was Stephen Puyo, and then he blew up into a bunch of little pieces that were puzzling back together.
And that's why I'm letting Steven come and chill here. Because I feel bad for him.
You're a good kid.
Because he reminds me of my dad.
He reminds me of my daddy. Father. I'm gonna get another drink.
Do you have a crush on Steven?
No.
He's like 60.
If anything, it would be on Ash, but I totally don't. No homo.
Is Ash the... isn't Ash the leader?
He's got wood.
Oh boy. Wade told me about him.
And then Pale's just gonna kind of hang out and keep drinking.
Okay.
Awkwardly try and have normal conversations with the angels, but try to be as non-flirtatious as possible.
Yeah. Henry...
You have nice eyes.
Henry and Dennis are going to talk about the project that August is having Dennis work on. It's a lot of science stuff that you don't quite understand. But
not in the slightest.
Does Henry understand in his inebriated state?
Barely. He knows the gist of it, but Dennis is most times like, "Yeah, the last trial we did, we got it to go like 6 miles." And Henry's like, "That's fucking crazy." And he's like, "Yeah, we just can't get the... I mean, August can power it for only so long, and then it just, spurts out when he ever gets to anything more powerful than like level 6. And Henry's like, yeah. So I think Dad could do it, but then I don't want to keep him as a fucking battery, And Dad's
Wait,
like,
you said 6 miles. I'm from Crackland. How many kilometers is that?
I think it's like 12 or something.
Cool.
This isn't a 5K like 3 miles?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, thereabouts. Close enough.
Let me roll another con save for Henry really quick. To see how much he's going to tell you. So you got an 8 both times.
During round 2, I produced my echo inside the cave.
The angel's impressed.
And then I switched places with it and called for the other angel.
Oh my god.
She follows.
Carolina, what a Chad. Oh my god.
It's while they're doing stuff to you, the angels will tell you it's like the key to becoming a champion is to basically be the epitome of whatever your god wants the world to be. Vivian wants righteous revolution and for people to have fun while they're alive, and just she wants everyone to be happy, and the only way to be happy is to get rid of those above you who make your life miserable, in her eyes anyway. So to say, in her case, so she'd want you to be doing that, which you've already had. You've been in a revolution, I guess, but that's what Serial used to do in this town. She'd try to convert everyone she knew to the point of getting thrown out 3 times. But she kept sneaking back in or getting back in, or using that little shrine she's got over there to using it as a teleportation site. That and the Vivianites are like spies anyway, so there's probably a few more of them in here. If you wanted to meet up with some of your crew. An angel to the left orgasms. Just kidding.
As she's talking about Vivian.
Yeah. Can
Calling out to Vivian.
Yeah.
God.
And then, but Dennis and Henry keep talking shop about whatever, and they both seem happy to be doing that and not looking at the angels. Or the god.
Good lord.
They're just drinking and talking about experiments.
Awkward little children.
Dennis is like 50.
So Leo gets drunk enough that he starts crying.
Eobal Lorafiril holds you in his arms, says, shh, it's gonna be okay.
I did a bad thing.
What'd you do?
There was this woman, Alimente,
Oh, I remember her.
and she fought for the mages.
Aw.
And so I found a necklace of strangulation, and I sent it to her with the redhead courier.
Oh, so you're gonna like murder
Did you say this
her?
out loud?
Quietly to him and through up.
Oh. That's heavy, buddy.
But I mean, she fought with people who were oppressing everyone and who were keeping my dad captive, and I just found out my dad was the captive.
Oh, man. Yeah, I remember your dad being... Oh, man.
Did I do the wrong thing?
Well, you know, it's war. That's not really my thing, so I'm not mad at you.
Are you proud?
I promise.
And I hold him and I go...
Like coughing on his godly garb.
I want people to have fun, and, being fun requires some freedom. And those people weren't free, so, it's stealthily. It's kind of cold-hearted. Not really my thing. But I'm not mad at you.
She just had so many brothers, I didn't want them to kill me.
They still might.
They're never gonna know.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Cheers. And then I raise my glass and drink the whole thing.
Yeah, Pale, make me a perception check to see if you heard that.
What do I perceive? I'm probably so drunk that I'm deaf.
Yeah, you don't. You're too busy talking to Henry and Dennis.
I don't perceive shit.
We're still facing the chicken.
Stop squawking! Making it harder than it has to be. I'm holding it under the oil. Stop! Stop!
It's like clawing your
Little
hands.
demon! Why won't you die?
You're actually like trying to hurt it.
I'm just trying to get it to revert back into the non-living form.
Okay, if you drown it in the oil, it will eventually just pop back into being a pincushion.
Just holding a little stuffed thing like... I was really hoping to fry it afterwards, and I forgot that it's a stuffed animal.
It's a pincushion.
I turn my fire back on, just kind of lounge in the bubbling oil.
Holding the chicken that won't burn because it's a magical item.
I cast Mage Hand and I grab my chicken back.
Aww. Take off the codpiece and just relax in the kiddie pool.
Oh my god.
Ooh, toasty.
One of the angels kind of shakes out her feathers and sits in there with you.
What are we?
What are we?
What are we?
I mean, you over here sharing a pool with me. What are we?
She rubs her foot against your ankle. Whatever you want to be, baby.
Leo, I'm married! Then I pass out in the pool.
That finally gets Henry to laugh. He's still terrified, but he's laughing.
Right before I pass out, I take out the ring that Leo gave me and I put it on her finger. Like, here.
She takes it. He goes, I'm not going to put this on, but I'll put it on somebody that's really funny.
You're the best. Nutmeg. Pass out.
Pats your head. I named that one cinnamon because at work, my name's Bailey, obviously, And says one person who's like really hard of hearing comes in and goes, "What's your name again?" And I go, "Bailey." And they go, "Bayleaf?" And I'm like, "No, Bailey." And he goes, "Bayleaf." And so now my coworker Josh always calls me Bayleaf, and so I started calling him Nutmeg. And and now I start calling our boss Amy Cinnamon. And yeah,
Sounds like a spicy work environment.
it's oh boy, it's a good place to work.
Zing.
Yes.
Okay, so what's this other angel's name?
Time.
With a Y, right?
Yeah.
All right. So cinnamon and thyme.
If I could save time in a bottle.
Oh, not that kind of time.
Ooh. God.
Yeah, but I guess Time's laying down on her back after your double is done with her.
Oh no, that was 4 of us.
Yeah, I know. Cinnamon's with you, and then Time's with your Echo.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I thought Cinnamon was in the
Yeah.
pool of tail.
No, I'm with Nutmeg.
Oh, you're with no.
Or whatever her actual name is.
Yeah. Nutmeg's fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was flipped. I was teleporting in between the two.
They don't know which one. You just keep going in between.
I just keep flipping.
Okay. I mean, that's a cool superpower.
Oh my
Okay, is
God.
anything anyone else wants to do at the party before we wrap up?
No.
No, but I'm sorry that we accidentally spent the entire 2-hour session at the bachelor party.
No, I intended on this session just doing stuff before we leave, so...
It was a beach episode.
Yeah, basically. So the party eventually winds down. The Spice Girls go back to Abal Orifurl, and Henry's very, very, very drunk, and he and Dennis are singing some Thundersgrem folk song. It's like it's about mining, because that's what every song in Thundersgrem's about. But they wander outside to Henry's horse and lead against it because they can't barely walk. And Abal Orifurl goes to you, his favorite among this group, Leo.
Yeah.
And he says, "This is a fine party. I had a great time." And even around you, like, the streamers are, like, fading out of existence, and, like, the table's fading out. The leftover food is kind of, like, disappearing particle by particle. And he goes, "You know, I'm never too far. So, give me a call.
Yes, sir.
None of that sir stuff. Just stay a while.
Of course, Alba. I appreciate it.
It's for bros. Chill.
I fist bumped him.
Hell yeah. Get you
Then
later,
hug
baby."
him. And I pat him on the back 3 times.
He'll
And I
play.
go, everybody
It was
else,
cool meeting you.
I go, "Hey guys, we are way too shit-faced to walk back home. Hang on." And then I join them, they go, "Oh, tiny hut. Tiny hut."
Tiny.
And I say that over and over again until there's a tiny hut.
Yeah, it appears outside the cave. Or inside the cave, wherever you want it.
Just saying Tiny Hut isn't gonna... Oh my God.
And it appears.
Inside the cave, because that feels even safer. And then we can all go and sleep it off inside the tiny hut.
Abal is very tall. He's like 8 feet tall. He like cups your little face in his big old. He still looks like an elf, but he's a god. So he cups your face and he says, "I'll catch you later, baby."
I'll see you later. Give Laura Fair my love.
Oh yeah. And he takes the angels and they jump into the ceiling, never to be seen again.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Oh God, I have to tell Erica I'm married.
Don't
To a dead
worry, you're not
angel.
married. You're not married.
I gave her a ring.
Henry's like, "You gotta go to a judge and have paperwork signed to be married, Thundersgrem."
I am a judge.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Not here.
You don't know me.
Not here. Maybe back in Cracklin, but not here.
You're a judge.
You don't have jurisdiction. I could get you married.
You... Really?
I'm the supreme end of the law, yeah.
But you're not a judge, you're a king.
Yeah,
That
Wild.
makes him judge, jury, and executioner.
exactly.
Wild.
I use Mage Hand to braid Pale's hair.
I let it happen, like I braid it as the hand tries to move because it's fire.
And then I go, so tell me about Erica.
Well, she's and then out. Just passed out, like she's
Henry's like, I'm gonna go sneak back to
I see
where I live. Wait, what?
No, it's too far, Henry. You're too
I
dumb.
see if Pale's fire hurts me.
Does
You should sober up before you can go back.
You gotta sober up, boy king.
I'm not driving drunk or anything. The horse is driving.
No, you're driving. You should know the law. You're the king. Sit your ass down.
It's the horse knows where to go.
You don't want her to know, right?
Ooh,
Marceline.
well no. And you can see he looks really guilty about hiding this.
Wait, moment of real law of the session, because I haven't done it yet. Actually, in some jurisdictions, the whole horse exception doesn't actually apply because horses are trained to follow orders, not to just go off by themselves.
Exactly.
Well, this is Thundersgrem, so there.
Well,
But-
in New Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
I don't remember about if that's in Texas or not.
Texas has the exception, last I checked.
Oh, that we allow the horses to drive us around?
because Texas.
I believe so.
God bless Texas.
Texas is its own country.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Greatest state with a fucking crazy ass governor.
Yeehaw, Americans.
Yeah, Americans.
Anyway, so he's like, the horses, if I don't go back now, they're gonna be like, Henry, where are you? If I sleep in, they'll be like, Henry, where are you? And everyone's gonna think I'm kidnapped again, but then Wade and Sergeant Greyback didn't do it, so they're gonna go, we didn't plan him being kidnapped! And
So
it's gonna
I can
be...
just-
No, see, King Henry, the only way that you're going back is if Pale casts magic on you and does list of restoration.
Oh, he's not doing that.
So, hey, Hank.
You're staying here. I'm going outside to take the reins off your horse.
Hank, I'll sending to Jasmine. She's a fairy, sorry. She's used to it. She'll relay the message that you're just hanging out with us.
No, because then they're gonna ask me what I'm...
And we'll say that you were meeting with us privately so you could discuss the plans. And give your blessing as king for this wedding.
Ugh.
You just lie.
I don't
Leo
like-
taught me how to do that.
I don't like lying to Marceline.
Well, you don't lie to her. Oh my god. You just don't tell her that you drink. It's a lie of omission, so it's not a lie. Science. And I tap his temple. Science.
Don't spell on me.
I didn't. It was. And I kind of just rubbed my hand down his face. It's making a point. Good night, King Henry.
I don't trust anybody anymore.
Do you want me to stab Vic for you? Will that make you trust people more? I will stab him for you.
No, because then his army of mercenaries that he keeps as a personal army will come and kill me.
I can stab each of them. I'll get overwhelmed. But I can stab a few, like 2 or 3.
No, he's gonna kill me in my sleep someday.
Not if we kill him in his awake first.
And then I go,
Well, what's that? You need a personal guard?
Of
Yeah, hey,
personal
hey.
guard, that's what Wade and Sergeant Greybark do, but they used to work for Vic, so I don't... They're my only friends, but I'm scared.
wait, you mean we're not your friends? We just threw this wonderful party and bonded.
I had... A god was there. That was so scary.
But he's a fun god. See?
It's a weak god. Fun. Fun. I like to imagine that while this is going on, since we're in the tiny hut, it's the 5 of us just squeezed into this tiny little one-room thing.
It
Yeah.
can fit 8 people comfortably.
So yeah, we're all just squeezed together, even though we could be more comfortable.
It's like, I just...
Yeah, if it's 8 people, but me and the king are both like 6 foot something.
Yeah, Henry's 6'2".
impales a fireball.
And Henry just he's a sad drunk. And one of those ones where alcohol's like truth serum.
Kid needs a hug. So Pales moves closer and lays it on.
What? What'd you say, Carolina?
How is he when he's smoking? Said, how is he when he's smoking?
Does he get happy high?
Oh, he coughs too much. I didn't think about that earlier. When he passed in the blunt, after the second one, he would have gone, and some blood would have come out of his mouth.
Whoopsies. We should have asked Lori to
do that again. I said, let's not do that again. We don't need to cane coughing up blood on our watch.
Yeah, I do it all the
time. Should have asked Lori to fix that.
I don't think I wouldn't. No.
He's not able. He's trickery and hedonism, not medicine.
You don't know that. You don't even know him.
Sure, I don't know him. I just spent half the night on his lap.
Are you married too?
No.
I'm married.
Oh, we know you're married.
Leo, you didn't join in with the angels.
I know. I was thinking about Birch.
Aww.
And Alamante.
Hey, why were you crying earlier?
I just was sad.
About what?
Life, and my dad is gone, and I miss you.
Shut up. And I roll over and fully pass out.
Henry says, I miss my dad too.
And I hold his hand.
I love Leo.
I never know what I'm doing. Dad always knew what to do.
Hey Henry, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Nobody knows what to do. We're just real good at faking.
He was the best of them all then, I guess. I'll never be as strong as him. No one's ever gonna like me as much as they like him.
Well, you don't have a giant shard going through your body. Of course you're not as strong. You don't have magic coursing through you.
I just don't want to be forgotten about. I know I'm gonna be the last Kreethuzar, because I'm not gonna live long enough for Marceline to have my kids. She's gonna marry someone else, I hope.
We'll see about that.
I hope it's somebody who's nice to her.
And I just kind of hold Henry and I stroke his hair until he falls asleep.
He will eventually.
I tell Henry before he goes to sleep, he's like, oh, everybody's going to remember you. Because, you may not be the strongest, but you got a warrior's heart. And war things that are, try to use things that are epic and make your name to the water forever.
I want to be more than my father's son. They see him as an exception, but I want it to be a turning point. I know I'll never be as good as him. I want more than just to be a name on a list in a history book. I want a paragraph.
Well, stop trying to compare yourself to your dad.
I mean,
apples and oranges.
How can I not? He's the hero of Thundersgrem, the champion of a god. He saved us from the Dark Month, the wizards, the everything. He's the only person pure enough to never abuse the Ethereum shard.
Well, see, he did that. That's his story. Your story is about this revolution.
Oh God, I hope you're right. What if I just fuck up all of it? And kill a bunch of people for no fucking reason? What if we lose? What if Thundersgrem falls into enemy hands? And it's all my fault? Because I just wanted to be something and then everyone's gonna suffer because of me.
Well, is that epic?
In a sense.
It's like, you can't do anything epic or big if you don't try. And trying doesn't mean that you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
But even if you're not around to see it, you started a revolution. And that revolution will be remembered and continued.
Thanks, Carolina.
My pleasure, sir.
And then he falls asleep. And we're gonna call it there.
Yeet. Huh. Golly. Leo, you were grinding on a god.
That was fun.
I was what?
Yeah. You're grinding on a god.
I wasn't grinding. I was just sitting in his lap like friends.
I don't believe you.
Well, I hope y'all had fun. I'll see you next week.
Yay!
We didn't do much D&D, but at least we have fun, right?
Yeah!
I forced some plot into there. Don't worry about it.
Bye!
Bye. Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Charlotte, Matt, and Darrigan, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. Remember that you can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and we love fan art, questions, and comments. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.